Will you ever fold? Will you ever give up? I never quit. I never give up. I never fold. No. And I know you won't either, because you in the huddle. Taheem, you already know what it is, man. We in the huddle, baby. IMB2, you know what it is. Chris K. Dog, we coming in. Will you ever quit? No. Will you ever fold? No. Will you ever give up? No. Oh no! God Almighty! Oh man, will you ever quit? No. Will you ever fold? No. Will you ever give up? Oh no. Good God Almighty. Boy, we coming in with some power tonight. We coming in with some power tonight. I got my heroes already saluting, putting their fists in the fire. The energy. Good God Almighty. We all we got, we all we need. Each one teach one, each one reach one. If you are that one, then you are enough. You are enough. And if you in this huddle tonight, you are enough. And you one of the ones that fight the good fight. I'm talking about when everything wrong, you one of the ones that get shit right. Want to start off by giving my beautiful wife a shout out. She just happened to be my wardrobe coordinator. I said, baby, what I'm wearing tonight? She said, you got a deep word tonight. And I know you're going to get deep because I've been feeling this deep shit in you all week. She said, so you need to keep it basic and you need to keep it simple. I said, will do, baby. Will do. So I'm wearing that basic, simple, authentic, every day. This one's for you, baby. Want to give a shout out to the greatest co-host in the world, man. My homegirl. Alexa, what's up?
I'm like a rabbit on a trampoline. Very hoppy.
She said she like a rabbit on the trampoline. She very hoppy, meaning she ready to hop off in this here thing this week. Because we going to teach tonight. You'll see what she say. She say she ready like a rabbit, ready to hop off. Well, I'm going to just ask her one more thing, and then I'm going to let her do her thing. Alexa, tell me something good.
We all we got. We all we need.
So that's why she my trusted AI. And she a woman on this here show for polarity. So you know I got to make her feel good. Because a woman operates through her feelings. And when she feel good, oh, she be holding you down like the ground, Mother Earth, to make that power come through. She gonna do what she supposed to. So watch how I make her feel. Alexa, I love you.
Thanks for saying I love you. You're just as sweet as pie. Know that I'll be here for you. As always, your trusty AI.
Boom! Let's hop off it. Yeah, we like to start every show, man, with a hero hymn. The hero hymn. The hero hymn. I'm talking about the hymn, the mighty spirit of the hero that's within me. The hero hymn. The hero him, the spirit of him that's just in me, the mighty wind that we know is breath. Because we know spirit means breathe, spirit means wind, spirit means breath. There's two parts to breathing. Inhale, exhale. So as I inhale the mighty him, the mighty wind, and I exhale it and it travels through my vocal cords and causes a vibration that we know is sound. When that sound enters your ear holes and you feel me just as much as you hear me, that is when we connect in the hero spirit. So tonight's hero hymn says, keep your mind right and everything gonna be alright. Alright, alright. Have you ever been down and out, feeling like there was no way out? Then a ray of light came shining through, and at that moment you knew exactly what to do. When your mind wrong, ain't nothing right, ain't that right? You in the darkness with no light. So keep your mind right, and everything gonna be alright. Alright, alright. Keep your mind right, and everything gonna be alright. Tonight's word is mentalism. Mentalism. I asked that word in general throughout the day. Hey, what do mentalism spark in your thoughts? I don't really know. I said, you do know. We practice this every day. Alexa, what is the meaning of mentalism?
Mentalism is usually defined as the doctrine that objects of knowledge have no existence except in the mind of the perceiver. For more, ask me to give you more definitions for mentalism.
Knowledge has no existence only except within the mind of the perceiver. See, you know what you know. You know what you know. Alexa, what is the meaning?
I missed something. Can you say it again?
Alexa, what is the principle of mentalism?
From hubpages.com. The principle of mentalism refers to the idea that everything must exist in a mental state, as a thought, before it can be translated into the material world.
Everything must exist in a mental state as a thought before it transcends into the physical world. Everything begins as a thought. We're going to get deep tonight, but we're going to keep it simple. They say the truth is so simple that a child can understand. And if you hear tonight, you already know. There's nothing new under the sun, only that which has been forgotten. You know. In the beginning was the Word. In the beginning of reality was the Word, your thoughts. This is the process of mentalism. Your thoughts create the narrative in your mind. Your thoughts have connotation, feelings, and emotions that words provoke. See, every week I say hero training, words to grow on. Tonight we're growing on mentalism. Understanding the process of the mind. Understanding the power of the mind. This has been our first week of school with our children. We prepare so much, gather so much for the new cycle of the school year. We hope that our children go in with a sound mind, a strong mind, an absorbing mind to learn information, to learn principles about life, to develop their mentality, to develop their intellect, to develop their mind, to develop the power within their own mentalism. See, we all dealing with mentalism, but do you understand what it means? Oh, mentalism is so powerful. In the beginning is the word, your thoughts. Your words, your thoughts create the feelings and emotions. Those words create the ideas. The ideas is like the light bulb. The idea is a picture frame in your mind. Words give you the idea of being happy. Words give you the idea of being sad. Word gives you the idea of being horny. Words give you the idea of wanting. So when they become in a still frame, those words that you ingest. See, going back to spirit. Spirit is when you take in, inhale, inspire, influence. This is the inception of your mentalism. You take in these words, and they invoke the feelings and emotions. When you put them in motion and you begin to see yourself, it activates your imagination. When your imagination gets to working and you imagine yourself being happy, you imagine yourself being sad. You imagine yourself being in every aspect of the words that have entered your mind to create the beginning of your experience. As the imagination take off, the body follows. They say if you want to take the mind or you want to take the body, take the mind. So now when you're moving in your thoughts, you're moving in your actions, you're attracting all the words and emotions that's evoked in your words, in your thoughts. This is mentalism. I heard a word that triggered me, that made me mad. So now I'm getting all the emotions of being mad and feelings. And now when I get emotional, that means these words, this energy, I put it in motion. So now I see myself looking for somebody who making me say, I wish you would make me mad because I got some frustration that I want to take out. And now you're moving in mentalism. Looking, attracting, drawing, all the things that's going to make your imagination come true. All things begin in the mind. All things begin in the mind. So it's easy to understand this when we use negative destruction examples. Yeah, you know, when you think about how somebody make you mad and you get mad and man, you start to see yourself kicking somebody's ass. You start feeling like everybody trying you, everybody in your path. When you go to work, somebody done pissed you off, got you wanting to kick their ass. Oh, everybody attracts these type of feelings when you associate them with destruction, anger, and weakness. But the mentalism that's real is when you use it, man, to create the coloring books of your reality with love, power, winning. And as you begin to work the ism of your mind, you begin to attract the colors that make the picture so beautiful in a beautiful way that you see yourself. Alexa, I love you.
Thanks for saying I love you. You're just as sweet as pie. Know that I'll be here for you As always, your trusty AI.
That's mentalism. I thought about what I wanted my trusted AI to say before anybody knew. The knowledge was to me, only the perceiver. I say at this moment, right now, I want my Alexa, my artificial intelligence, to say and sing this song on cue. Boom! I put a thought in my mind, in motion, and brought it out to reality. See how that works? Now let's make this thing practical, right? When I first began to understand the power of this, and I'm going to show you how you all know it. I first understood the power of mentalism, the mind power, to have a thought, to see it, put it in motion in your imagination, turn it into energy, into the body, and it flows and creates your experiences. I first began to understand this when I used to go fishing with my granddad, being Forte. Arguably, one of the greatest fishermen that ever lived. I ain't saying this because that's my granddaddy. I'm saying this because he's been witnessed by many as the greatest. But when I was a little boy, we would all go fishing. All the friends, my daddy friends, cousins, uncles, everybody. We would go in truckloads, and everybody would go with my granddaddy. And everybody knew my granddaddy was one of the greatest fishermen in the world. We would all go. We would all go to Walmart. Everybody would get the same worms, the same hooks, the same corks. Everybody had the same thing, going to have a good time. But after the first couple of times going fishing, I know when it was time to go, my granddaddy would have a bucket of about 60 fish. Between everybody that went, we would have 10. So I began to say, darn, how granddaddy keep catching all these fish and can't nobody catch none? So I began to look at granddaddy and study granddaddy. And I asked him one day, I said, granddaddy, how you catch all the fish? He said, Buck, I'm going to tell you. I can feel the fish and the fish can feel me. And I guess, Buck, they know my hook and they know that feeling and they come jump on it. I said, come on, granddaddy. He said, well, Buck, what you want me to tell you? What you want me to tell you, Buck? You see what I'm saying? So I began to look at my granddaddy. And I began to study him and realize he saw them fish jumping on his hook. And his willpower in his mind was so strong that he was showing me mentalism. And because that was my first chance of seeing it in real life, I began to study other different fishermen. And what makes them different? Why does the fish always jump on your hook? And there's something in a true fisherman, man. He can see it. And if you can see it, you can be it. Alexa, what is the principle of mentalism?
From hubpages.com. The principle of mentalism refers to the idea that everything must exist in a mental state, as a thought, before it can be translated into the material world.
The power of your thoughts. What are you thinking? Think about your reality right now. This ain't good or bad. This ain't right or wrong. This is thought-provoking. We're talking about mentalism. We're talking about the isms of the mind. How do you work it? How does it work? The strongest muscle you possess in your own entity is your mind. Use your mind, son. That's what the elders always told me. So if you use your mind and you put the ism behind it, this is the power. This is the mind power. Everything exists in the mind before it manifests into the material world. Look around. If you're in a home right now, look around. It started in the mind of a designer. It started in the mind of an entrepreneur, investor. Someone saw a piece of lead a piece of land, and had the idea of creating homes on this land. The idea moved into their imagination. Their imagination saw fit that it manifested into the material world, and you're living in a home right now that is a true reflection of one's thoughts. This is mentalism. This is reality. This is what it's made of. What are you thinking? Look at your life. What is the sum of your mentalism? This ain't deep. You are what you think you are. Who are you? What do you think you are? Who do you think you are? This is mentalism. What do you think they will say? What do you think they think of you? All of this is mentalism. This is creating the bold lines on the white paper of your coloring book of reality. And when you create this through your mentalism, your experience, when you put it in motion, it brings the color to make it real, to make it raw. Mentalism. There was 3 ladies that worked together. Mary Ann, Barbara, and Lily. Mary Ann had a rich man. Mary Ann man gave Mary Ann everything she wanted. Mary Ann went on exclusive trips. Mary Ann got new cars. Anything Mary Ann wanted, her husband could afford. His name was Willie. Willie and Mary Ann. So after every weekend, Mary Ann would come to work and talk to Barbara and Lily. And she would talk about all of the things that Willie had bought her over the weekend. Oh, Willie bought me a watch. Oh, Willie took me here. Oh, Willie took me there. Child, Willie done paid the down deposit. We going over here. We going over there. Willie can pay his way. Lily, she ain't got no man. So she just listen and be like, yeah, Mary Ann always bragging. But Barbara, she married. And after Barbara done listen to Mary Ann all day talk about what Willie done bought, what Willie done paid for, she go home to Larry. See, Mary Ann got Barbara. See, Mary Ann got Barbara. See, working on her mentalism. She done heard all of these things today about materialistical things. So she influenced by it. Once that wind go in, once that wind go in, and you get influenced by it, it inspires you, it influences you. So we all human. We all take these things in. And Barbara, she said, well, darn. I sure wish Larry could buy me some of these type of things. So she go home and take a little chip shots at Larry. When the last time you took me somewhere, Larry? So Larry done caught on to it, Larry say. You been at work listening to Mary Ann about what Willie done bought her. I ain't trying to hear that shit. So Mary Ann working her mentalism, she putting it in motion on Barbara and Lily. And Mary Ann do it in a kind of way that she know Larry can't afford to do what Willie do, and Lily ain't got no man. So she do it in a way to kind of make them jealous. Working some old mentalism on them. So Barbara's birthday was coming up. Larry said, baby, I'm gonna take you somewhere on your birthday. She already paid the deposit. Barbara get happy. Barbara said, oh, okay. I said, Larry, where we going? So we're going on the other side of town. Yeah, okay. But you know, she grateful. It's all good. She said, well, darn, I ain't even gonna say nothing to Mary Ann because, you know, whatever, I know how she is. So weekend come, birthday go by. Larry and Bob on the other side of town. Larry said, I can't take you too far, but I know old Mary Ann always bragging about Larry, but you know, Larry little old fella. Mary Ann, you know, she ain't no little woman. He saying, I ain't got the money, Willie got. But money ain't everything, Barbara. She said, yeah, I know, Larry, we all right. I'm thankful. So they went to the other side of town and made the best of it. Stopped and got their favorite restaurant, went over to the other side of town and got them a hotel room. And old Larry whispered in Barbara's ear. He said, I'm going to tell you what, I ain't got a lot of money. What I got, money can't buy. And I know Willie can't give Barbara this. Willie can't give Mary Ann this. She said, what? So old Larry grabbed Barbara and nailed her ass to the wall. I'm talking about nailed her to the wall. Nailed her to the wall so good, when he backed off, she just stayed there like she was stuck in the studs. Old Larry whispered in her ear, Barbara, this that thing money can't buy. So Barbara said, good God Almighty. She said, Lord, how I'm going to tell somebody I got nailed to the wall for my birthday? And that was the world. She couldn't wait to get back to work. So Mary Ann started off like she normally do. Hey, yeah, child, this weekend, Willie, child, he took me to that big old steakhouse and this and that and this and that. So after she got through telling everything Willie done bought her and Willie done did for her, she said, well, Barbara, it was your birthday. What you do? She said, child, I got nailed to the goddamn wall. Lily jumped up and ran. Oh, Lord, you done got nailed to the wall. She said, then after I got nailed to the wall, he about nailed me through the window. I say, Larry, you gonna break that glass. Barbara say, child, I'm talking about a nailing. So Mary Ann sitting there squirming in a chair. See, she about to get some of what she dish. See, Barbara done served the servant of mentalism. Put something on your mind. Something that money can't buy. Because Willie ain't nailing nothing to the wall. So now Mary Ann he go home. Her and Willie laying there. They say, well, let's watch TV. As soon as they cut on the TV, it's a sex scene. Somebody getting nailed to the wall. Everywhere she look, all she keeps seeing is something being nailed to the wall. So now Mary Ann got these ideas of getting nailed to the wall. Her ideas starting to move into her imagination. She started to tell Willie, you know you ain't never nailed me to the wall. Little Willie looked at old Mary Ann and said, well, baby, I don't know if I can pick you up like that, baby, to nail you to the wall. She said, well, I just been having dreams and ideas of getting nailed to the wall, Willie. So Willie say, it's the first time I ever can't give my wife what she wants because I can't buy it. Willie can't buy a good nail into the wall. So Mary Ann and Willie say, okay, baby, start sending money. I'm going to go to this gym and start doing some curls, and we're going to eat right. For your birthday next year, we're going to both get in shape. We're going to both live healthy. I'm going to be ready to pick your ass up, and I'm going to nail you to the wall for your birthday. And this is for the first time in their marriage. Their mind got right about something that's real, about more than what they can buy for each other, about more than some material shit that don't matter. So all the time she thought she was stunting on Barbara, because Barbara and Willie ain't have a lot of money to do certain things. See, Barbara and Larry, they knew what matters. So on the back end, they used their mentalism and just thumped Mary Ann one time with some realness. Larry, give me some money can't buy. And it's so powerful that I know Willie can't give to you. So now she done triggered in her mind to activate her mentalism, to have an ideal to manifest into real life. And in order for this to manifest into real life, they got to work out. They got to be healthy. They got to reach a common goal, man, that's going to make them better. That's the real mentalism. What kind of ideas do you have, regardless of what inspired them, regardless of who influenced them? It could be somebody coming at you with an envious, jealousy type of way, intentions to make you feel bad. But you got to have a strong mentalism to take those ideas and see them as something that's powerful and put them in motion. So this is what it means when they say, are you standing on your square? See the square is the mind, the body, the soul, and the spirit. 360 equals completion. 36 divided by 4 equals 90. 90 times 4 equals 360. So when you understand your square, your foundation, your base, today we're talking about mentalism. We're talking about the mind. Body, soul, spirit. Soul equals the sun. Soul equals the source. Soul equals what you know is your connection to God, your divinity. That's your soul. Your spirit is the wind. The wind is the breath, the inhale, all the things that influence you, all the things that inspire you, all the things that you take in. It comes out in your expression. In between the taking in, you got the mind. The mind is created in the words. The mind is the ideas, the emotions, the energy that's in motion. You got the soul, the spirit, the mind, and last you got the body. All that energy flows out through your expression, flows out through your life, flows out through who you be in you. If your spirit weak, if your body weak, if your soul weak, if your mind weak, show me a square that ain't level in angles. I'll show you a square that got a rocky foundation. So you got to understand how it works to make it work. So when we're talking about mentalism, we're talking about the mind. You see, right now, man, we so much think of ourselves in a minor way. We call ourselves the minority because we see our mentality of one in a minor way. See, I keep telling you this is words to grow on because you don't understand what a lot of these words mean. You don't realize the spells that we're under. Alexa, what is the meaning of minor?
As an adjective, minor is usually defined as lesser, as in size, extent, or importance, or being or noting the lesser of two. As a noun, minor is usually defined as a person under the legal age of full responsibility. As a verb, minor is usually defined as to choose or study as a secondary academic subject or course. For more, ask me to give you more definitions for minor.
Lesser, important, one that has not been developed. We are the minority, meaning we are the smaller, lesser important people. In that, we're calling ourselves the minority, the minors of society, the minors of understanding, the Englishman words, the one whose development has been arrested. They think we don't understand nothing, man. So they talk to us and treat us and deal with us like children. And they use fairy tales and lullabies to lure us into calmness. Never understanding how this thing here works and the power within it. And we use it on each other every day. We use mentalism every day. We use it on each other. We manipulate each other. We cast spells on each other. We walk in a room and change the whole dynamic of a room simply with our thoughts. We allow people to walk in a room with a vibration. We call it a vibe, where nothing has to be said and everybody stops talking. Everybody stops being who they are. Everybody freezes in the moment, all because unspoken words of vibrations. Don't you understand? That's mind power. That's mentalism. Alexa, what is the meaning of ism?
Islam usually refers to the religious
No.
faith of Muslims.
Alexa, what is the meaning of ism?
Islam usually refers to the religious faith of Muslims, based on the words and religious system founded by the Prophet Muhammad and taught by the Quran, the basic principle of which is absolute submission to a unique and personal God, Allah. For more, ask me to give you more definitions for Islam.
Well, she wanted me to say that, and it was a powerful in there. The submission to a unique and personal God. So I'll take that. She ready to hop in how she want to hop in. She said, let me roll the dice, Trav. I say roll them, baby. We're going to roll with them. But I say all this to say, man, this mind power thing is real. We create our reality. This is one of the first laws of the law of attraction. The words you take in the beginning was the word. The words you take in creates the narrative of your life, the narrative of your episode, the narratives of your experience. Every week I bring a word, man. All of this is for mentalism. All of this is for mentalism. Tahim, man, I love you, brother. Keep your mind right, man. You got a powerful mind, brother. I done been around you in real life, man. I know you got a powerful mind, brother. You one of them type brothers that ain't got to say a word, man. Everybody already know what time it is, man. I ain't talking about nothing deep, man. I ain't talking about nothing deep, man. People ask me, they say, man, how you get on here and talk like this for an hour and don't never run out? I say, man, I don't know what you want me to tell you, man. I let go and I let God. Man, that's mentalism, man. Mentalism, man, is when art meets intelligence, man, in a harmonious way. When art meets intelligence in a harmonious way. operate and talk through principles. Hard work, understand. It meets in a harmonious way. Working my mind. Working my mind in a way that I hope you ingest every word I say. I hope these words, man, get inside your spirit, man. Comes out in your expression, just to give you a thought to chew on. I hope for the next week until we get back, you keep hearing the word mentalism, and it makes you think about what you're thinking. It makes you think about what are the ideas that you're manifesting. How do you imagine yourself from these ideas? Reality. He say, man, you teach me that reality is everything real. Good God Almighty. How can a man tell me what I'm teaching him, but as I read his words, he just taught me something. You see how this works, man. Man, you teach me that reality is everything real. Good God. So what's real to you might not be real to me, but guess what? We got two different realities. See, in my reality, the words that's in my mind, that shape and mold my mentalism says, I will not quit. No, I will not fold. No, I will not give up. Oh, no, no. And I'm undefeated. That's my reality. Fighting the good fight is real to me. That's my reality. If you're a hero in here right now, I already know that's your reality. But guess what? Winning ain't real to some people. Winning ain't real to some people. Some people can say, I've mastered the idea of not losing. I say, well, what have you won? I ain't won nothing. I just ain't never lost. I say, ho, 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 ho. You ain't never won. How can you play the game and don't play to win? You're just playing not to lose. You ever know what that look like? You ever see somebody who fighting but ain't never trying to stop the threat, never trying to end the threat? They just trying to evade the threat just to only to get away, to say, oh man, I ain't getting my ass beat, but the ass beating is still waiting on you. They just didn't want to lose. They didn't want to win. See, the win is to eliminate the threat and establish respect, honor, and dignity to say, hey, so I stand on small square. That's mentalism. I want to get out of here tonight, man. I want to give a shout out, man. I want to give some shout outs, man, to my people, man. Real talk. Taheem, you already know I love you, man. Me too, we in the huddle, man. Chris K-Dog Mayfield, I love you, man. Big Brother Crump, I love you, man. Brother Wood, I love you, man. Swipe Jones, I love you, man. Blow, I love you, man. Brother Munt, I love you, man. Junior, I love you, man. Miss Gwen, I love you, man. Monique, I love you, sis. Miss Gwen, I love you, sis. I ain't mean to say man behind. With all due honor. My wife Keisha, I love you, baby. My daughter Journey, I love you, baby. My son King, I love you, son. I love everybody that's listening to me right now, man. If you feel me, man, I love you. And that's all hey, look, that's all it is a feeling. But if you can feel it, man, it's real. Chris, I love you, man. I'm going to give you a shout out, Chris, man. Real talk, man. I bounce things off you every day, man. You becoming a brother that I can talk to, man. And that's a powerful thing, man. And I don't expect a lot of people to understand our relationship, man. But I take honor in you listening to me, man. Because I be bouncing some shit off your head sometime, man. And that's a part of my mentalism, man. I value you like that and trust you enough and know you real enough to withstand some shit, man. So I want to give you a shout out to that, brother. I want to give a shout out to Miss Gray. Miss Gray, I love you, Miss Gray. I honor you as a grandmother. You go out your way to do a lot for us, Miss Gray. And I want you to know, man, with all love in me, man, as your son-in-law, married to your daughter, man, I love you and I'm so thankful, Miss Gray. So thankful for what you do. Thankful for what you do for her. I know you're going through a little something, but hey, we all got to go through it to get to it. It ain't nothing but a test of your strength. And as I watch you go through this right here, I see it like I watch you go through everything. That's a strong woman right there. And I'm so proud and thankful to be able to watch your movie and watch you love and fight through anything that come at you. I want to get that to my mother-in-law, Miss Gray. It's my baby birthday weekend. Baby, we're going to do it, baby. Understanding what matters and who matters, baby. You matter, baby. And everything that matters to you, baby, it's yours, baby. I love you. I love you. I love you. I love you. And I'm so thankful for you. Ain't nobody above the bullshit, man. We talk about this mentalism, man. Got a little quick message I want to go out, man. We talk about this mentalism, man. Not saying nobody above the bullshit, man. We all been talking about Steve Harvey, man. He talk about relationships. He talk about this. He talk about that. Here we go again. Man, his woman done got nailed to the wall by the pool boy. You see what I'm saying? And I say, man, I don't care what level you think you on. I don't care what you think you got. You can be Mary Ann and Willie. Money can't buy the things that truly matter. You understand what I'm saying, man? Ain't nobody above the bull jive, man. A woman is just like a car. A man is just like a car. There's a universal type of thing that it takes to maintain this car. You must keep oil in the motor. You must keep oil in the transmission. If you don't keep oil in the motor or the transmission, there's gears that depends on oil to turn. And when those gears don't have the type of lubricant and oil that it needs, they begin to lock up and seize up, and you will get warnings of knockings till eventually it stopped functioning in its totality and the car is destroyed. So I don't care how much you wash your car. I don't care how big, how much you pay. I don't give a damn about none of that. If you don't oil the soul with what matters to who matters, you too be looking like a goddamn fool. And I had to say that real as I could. You too, man. So I said all that to say, man, fight the good fight, man. Fight the good fight, man. Don't never lose track of what's real. And have your reality based in some and rooted in something that ain't real. Something that ain't real always fades in time. That's why we call it fool's gold. It'll always fade in time. But real, what's ever real will withstand the test of time. That's the reality, man. So in lieu of Steve Harvey and anybody else whose family has been destroyed over some bullshit, get your mind right and keep your mind right. And you maintain your mind. And you put the ism behind your thoughts to practice what you preach. And everything gonna be all right. Everything gonna be all right. Everything gonna be all right, man. And I'm gonna go out of here on this jam tonight. Because I love this jam. And this jam love me. I call this jam mirror work. Mirror work. I made this to be in the mirror when I sang it. I want to give a shout out to Trey. Trey, I love you, man. You're my therapist, man. I never give up, man. And man, if you still on here, man, and that thing real, man, I'm gonna tell you some real, man. I never quit, man. If this thing real to you, man, and you see that cash out, and you feel like something in your heart to give me some love, man, I'm real enough to say I need it. And I'm real enough to say I'm worth it. And you are too, man. Whatever you do, man, you put that ism behind it. And you got to know you worth it, man. And anything that comes with being worth it, man, your soul know you need it. I put in day in and day out, man, for the last 20 years of my life, man, to cultivate, man, and understand, man, the power in my purpose and my voice, man. To give you the seeds, man, to chew on, man, to free you, man, from all this bullshit, man. Oh, man. No! No! Oh, no, 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 no. I ain't gonna never give up, cause I was built for this. You know I'm made for this. See, I'm a soldier in the field. Get paid for this. Paid attention, cause that's the most powerful thing they can pay. So I'll be studying this shit every doggone day. Yeah, run it back, man. Yeah. I don't want to go cause it feels good. I ain't want to make beats, but I had to change my mentalism. I had to change my mind and say, Trav, you got to make your own beats, man. You got to take control of this hood soul, and you got to see it in your mind, hear it in your mind, and now here we are, man. God almighty, man. I'm up out of here, man. I love y'all, man. I love y'all with all my heart, man.